Welcome back. As they say, every monster starts somewhere. Author Mary Shelley's science fiction masterpiece, Frankenstein, is a classic, and Theater VCU presents Frankenstein, Dawn of a Monster, a new exploration of the novel, now playing on stage.
We're going to enjoy a scene in just a few minutes, but first we talk with playwright David Emerson Toney and actors Brandon Starrett, who plays Monster, and Ryan Pocus, who portrays William Frankenstein. We welcome them all to Virginia this morning. Gentlemen, it's great to see you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in. We're going to start with you because you've been keeping us in stitches all morning.
He's here all week, folks.
A classic part like Frankenstein. Obviously, this is a slightly different take on that. Have you been a fan of Frankenstein? Did you watch all the old movies, or did you just throw all that out and start from scratch?
Well, frankly, growing up, those movies scared me.
Yeah.
And so I avoided them. But what's really interesting about Mary Shelley's, the original, is the monster ends up being the most intelligent person in the story. And so it's very different than the original take, and that really is interesting and compelling to me.
And David, as playwright for this, what was your interpretation for bringing this story to the stage here in Richmond?
Well, actually, David Leong, the chair of the department, brought the idea to me. And Mary Shelley was 20 years old when this was published, and she wrote it when she was 19. So I asked myself, where does a 19-year-old have to be in her head to write this thing? And if you do some research, you find out that a lot of the book is autobiographical, and that she is actually the monster. And the rejection that the monster suffers are different scenarios from her life, where she was rejected by her father, troubled by Percy, who was opium addict and crazy.
So if that story were actually to come to the stage, that'd be a drama in and of itself.
Well, that is what
what
it is. Yeah. And so we mixed the real the Frankenstein story that she wrote with her real life. Well, what do you call it? Dramatize some of the things that happened in her life. And so the two stories actually go on at the same time from scene to scene till they finally come together at the end.
Let's move to the star of the show now. That's you. Are you having fun doing this?
I am.
Yeah? How many shows have you done before this one?
I've done more than 10.
More than 10?
Yes.
So what's that, like 3 a year, or how old are you?
I'm 11.
Okay. Wow.
So he's been a very busy actor.
Yes.
What's it like for you, Ryan, taking on this role?
It's so amazing. I am so grateful for this role. I learned so much from all of the actors.
What's your favorite part about the character?
I love how just his hubris affects his life so much. I like it.
Yeah. That's good. That's a great way to embrace the role on stage. And
He's terrific.
yeah. And I would imagine it's pretty challenging. You've seen so many retellings of this story, then making it authentic and making it your own together as actors.
Well, the voice of this story is very clear, it's very unique, and so it's very easy for us to just step into the text, into the play that David's written.
You wouldn't think of it as Frankenstein as a woman's story, but that's what I've done. That's what I've tried to do, is keep it Mary Shelley's story.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, do you do any narrating? Because you got a great voice.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You should narrate this from the side, and that would be fantastic. When you do give these characters voice,
right,
and everything, do you feel like in rehearsals and getting ready for this, that they get it and that they're carrying this forward with the emotion that you wanted?
Yes. The thing that I mentioned them in rehearsal one day is that there's a certain point in a playwright, you hope this moment comes when they just take it from you, when it doesn't belong to you anymore. And when that moment happened early in this, and so that I could say, if we needed a new line, I would just say, well, what would you say? And then put that line, maybe adjust it a little bit, but put that line in the play.
They got that into it that you could trust them with that, and they would take it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I hate everything I write. So,
but you like this one.
It's pretty good.
I think it's fascinating, David. I didn't know that it was as autobiographical as it is, but then to be able to extract that, put your own spin, hand it to you guys, and still have an authentic retelling. That must be really
gratifying.
Fun.
It's really fun.
Fantastic.
I bet it's going to be fun to see, too.
That's
Can't
right.
wait.
Gentlemen,
Can't wait.
thanks for being with us this morning. Theater VCU's latest offering, Frankenstein, Dawn of a Monster, is now playing on stage through Sunday, April 26th. All shows are held at the Raymond Hodges Theater, Singleton Performing Arts Center. For schedule and ticket information, you can visit WTVR.com/VTM.